Hi, I'm Jen from Navigating Baby Loss, and today we're going to talk about one of the biggest fears that many moms face after experiencing stillbirth, and that is the fear of becoming pregnant again and possibly losing another baby. Whether you're just considering trying again or if you're already holding that positive pregnancy test in your hands, this fear can be overwhelming and all-consuming. But I want you to know that these feelings are completely normal. Today, we're going to talk about why this fear exists, how to manage it, and how to move past it if having another baby is something that you want. If you're struggling to help other people in your life understand why you're feeling the way you do, be sure to grab my three-part video series called Why No One Understands Your Pain After Stillbirth at the link right below this video. It will help you understand why people say things the way they do and how you can respond in a way that lets them know how you're feeling and how they can be helpful. Talking about this fear is so important because so many moms feel trapped by it. The fear of experiencing another loss can overshadow the excitement of a new pregnancy, leaving you feeling like you're stuck in some sort of cycle of anxiety and doubt. You might think, like I did, I can't imagine having this be my very last experience of having a baby. But I was so close to having my baby in my arms, I ache for another one. But then that thought is followed up with something like, but how would I dare to risk this happening again? What am I just setting myself up for more disappointment and heartbreak if I lose another baby? Understanding why this fear is real and why it happens and how you can cope with it can make a really big difference in making that decision whether or not to navigate a future pregnancy. Step number one is making an informed decision to try again. Some moms know they want one instantly, and others are waiting to see when the time is right. It's all very different and personal, so make the decision that feels right for you. There will be people in your life who might try to influence it one way or another too. But this is up to you and your partner. I would suggest getting your doctor involved. Have a really honest conversation with your doctor. What do they recommend? Discuss any testing or health concerns or findings from your previous loss. While many stillbirths remain unexplained, gathering facts can sometimes help ease some of that fear and help you make that decision. Also, take the time to make sure that you and your partner are on the same page. Very often, one of you might feel ready again right away, where the other one is just like, no way, I'm not going through that again. So definitely be sure to get any of that hesitation out of the way if trying again is something you want to do. Communication is vital in recovering from baby loss as well as just marriage and life in general. So being united on this as you are going into a new pregnancy, if that's what you want, is really, really important. The second step is a little trickier. It's preparing your mind and body for pregnancy. Taking care of your body can also help ease your mind. If you're taking your vitamins, you're getting the proper hydration and exercise and getting out in sunshine and eating healthy to support your well being, that will also give your mind evidence later on that you can carry this baby to a healthy delivery if you become pregnant again. They also will just help you reduce anxiety overall. Establishing a self care routine that nourishes your body and your mind is really, really important, but it's sometimes hard when you're in this fog of after loss grief. But if you can do it, you will see the difference. This foundation makes a big difference in helping you feel more emotionally stable as you navigate the next steps toward a new baby. And the third thing is managing the fear. This is the tough part because that fear is going to creep in. It creeps in before you get pregnant, creeps in the minute you get pregnant, it creeps in all through your pregnancy and even afterwards. I remember my doctor telling me that after you have a loss like I did, you will never again have an enjoyable pregnancy. And I thought that was a little harsh at first, but he was 100% right. It was really hard, which is something that my clients also echo. But I teach my clients a process I call thought switching. For every negative thought they have to follow it up with a positive one. Equal airtime, I call it. So when they notice a negative fear showing up, think about where that's coming from and then challenge it with evidence. One example is instead of thinking, I'm going to lose this baby too, remind yourself, but I had a good doctor's appointment. I'm really healthy, and there's no reason to believe that this will happen again. This method is life changing, and once you learn it, it can be used in so many other areas of your life. When you notice that fear is creeping in, trying to take your confidence away, and making you believe things that aren't true. The fourth step is finding support and comfort. So don't go through this alone. The baby loss is a really isolating time. And if your family or your partner just aren't there for you during this time in the way that you need them to be, connect with some other moms who understand this particular fear. I think it's very hard unless someone has been through this to understand so many things that we feel. But certainly, other moms who are pregnant at the same time that you are will definitely be a comfort to you. There's several in-person groups, online groups, but very often moms need the most one-on-one support from me when they are beginning a new pregnancy because of the many conflicting emotions that come up. The fifth step is navigating milestones and triggers. As you approach the milestone where your previous loss occurred, it's natural for that fear to ramp up. I make a plan with my clients about how they're going to handle that because you know that's going to come. You know that fear is going to strike and that feeling is going to strike. So what will you do? What kind of self-care will you do? What activities will you be doing around that time to keep your mind distracted, to keep your mind positive and help you feel really, really supported? I had a client named Jenna, and she was overwhelmed by fear during her pregnancy after her loss, which is understandable. She was constantly worrying about every little twinge. She just really tried to do nothing because she was so scared. But after she learned the thought switching method, she found herself able to calm herself down so much quicker. Instead of spiraling, she found that she could start reassuring herself by going back to the facts. What's true? This is what my brain's telling me, but what evidence do I have for this to be true? That would help her continue until the next day, until something else came up. And she repeated it over and over and noticed in a very short time, her triggers became less and less because her brain was less likely to try to knock her out because it realized it was not getting the response that she would normally have had. And it really helped her find so much more peace throughout her pregnancy and even some moments of joy. So it's okay to feel scared in your pregnancy after loss. It's normal. It's a natural part of navigating your pregnancy after loss. And the thing I want you to know is that you don't have to go through it alone. I am here for you every step of the way, and I'll see you next time.